Yo, flat soy's mama, what's the smell? Came from the bathroom, it's a story to tell. Poo poo out that butt, it was stinky no doubt. In the house we all shout, what's that all about? Woke up in the morning, just another day. Flat soy's chillin', playing games, that's his way. But then he hears a sound like a thunderous crash. Runs to the loo, gotta see what's up with that splash. Mom's in the zone, door locked tight. Flat soy's on the outside, going on right. Then a whiff hits him like a wave from the sea. What's that aroma, is it coming from me? Yo, flat soy's mom, what's that smell? Came from the bathroom, it's a story to tell. Poo poo out that butt, it was stinky no doubt. In the house we all shout, what's that all about? Open up the door, the drama unfolds. Mom's laughing hard, like she's bold and uncontrolled. This ain't my fault, it's just nature's way. Flat soy shakes his head, can we clear the air today? Family gatherings ain't never been the same. Ever since that day, it's become a wild game. Every time someone walks in, they hold their breath. Sticky situations, it's a dance with death. Yo, flat soy's mom, what's that smell? Came from the bathroom, it's a story to tell. Poo poo out that butt, it was stinky no doubt. In the house we all shout, what's that all about? From the backyard barbecue to the family feast, no escaping the tales of the poo poo beast. Flat soids learn to laugh, take it in stride. With a stinky situation, there's no need to hide. So here's to the moments that make us laugh loud, even when the stink brings a little bit of cloud. Flat soid and his mom, yeah, they're never alone. In the funky world of rap, they've made it their home. Yo, flat soid's mom, what's that smell? Came from the bathroom, it's a story to tell. Poo poo out that butt, it was stinky no doubt. In the house we all shout, what's that all about? Yeah, stinky situations, a family twist. In the heart of the chaos we can't resist. Laughter and love, through the ups and the downs. Flat soid's got the humor, wearing those crowns. Up the door, the drama unfolds. Mom's laughing hard, like she's bold and uncontrolled. This ain't my fault, it's just nature's way. Flat soid shakes his head, can we clear the air today? Family gatherings ain't never been the same. Ever since that day, it's become a wild game. Every time someone walks in, they hold their breath. Sticky situations, it's a dance with death. Yo, flat soid's mom, what's that smell? Came from the bathroom, it's a story to tell. Poo poo out that butt, it was stinky no doubt. In the house we all shout, what's that all about? From the backyard barbecue.
Alright, that's enough of that.
Hey, Jeff and Roger, how you guys doing?
I'm hey West Side Girl Reacts. Hey Zorg. Good to have you here. Happy Thanksgiving. I got one ear off so I can hear. I signed up for a Thanksgiving dinner from the senior center, and they're supposed to be delivering it today, so hopefully that'll happen.
Oh, good.
Because I don't have money to eat out, and I got ramen. I can have a ramen. I think I've got some pasta and some I can throw together, but yeah, hopefully they'll come.
Oh, good.
All good.
Look forward to it.
It's good to have you guys here. I really appreciate you for coming in. So, Dave McKeegan.
Dave McLegan, eh? So he proves flat again, does he?
Triangles?
Triangle.
Actually, I wanted to start out with this. This is from Wolfie6020. Haven't heard from him in a while. Senior chicks, no. Nope.
So as we know, in just over 2 weeks,
Hey,
a
George.
group of people
Hey, George.
will be heading down
Happy
to Antarctica
Thanksgiving.
as part of the final experiment.
Well, see, I don't know who's American in my chat. So if I say Happy Thanksgiving, it's just sorry if you don't celebrate it.
To observe the 24-hour sun for themselves. For many years, flat earthers have claimed that there is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica, but thanks to the generous efforts of Will Duffy and this final experiment, a number of flat earthers will now have the chance to see this 24-hour sun for themselves. I'll place a link to the final experiment
Okay, happy foshing. There you go. That's something you can celebrate.
YouTube channel below, and also their website, where you can
I love foshing.
see this countdown timer. So as you can see, I have been making observations of the sun for many years, using cameras and telescopes fitted with solar filters, and a dedicated hydrogen alpha solar telescope. In many cases, I also use a tracking mount or an equatorial mount, and these are capable of tracking the sun accurately. Back in 2017, I used this tracking mount
Hey, Aid.
to film the solar eclipse from Casper,
Hey, Aid.
Wyoming. And the fact that these mounts are capable of tracking the sun accurately from any location gave me an idea for this demonstration. So this experiment is quite simple. I tell the mount it is located at Union Glacier in Antarctica in the middle of December, and I then let it run for more than 24 hours, taking a photograph every 30 seconds and compiling it into a time lapse. Now, in this first demonstration, I'm going to show you what happens when you do this in Sydney, Australia. So currently, this mount thinks it is in Sydney, Australia. You can see throughout the day, it points high in the sky to the sun at midday. As the sun sets, you can see that the position of the sun is south of due west. West is directly away from us in this frame, and east is directly towards us.
Yeah, I've been to Stuttgart several times.
After sunset, you can see that the scope is pointing well below the horizon. That's where the sun would be. At sunrise, it is again clearly south of due east. Due east would be the telescope pointing directly towards us. But what is going to happen when this mount thinks it is in Antarctica? If the sun is never going to set, the telescope should never go below horizontal. Let's see. I'll play this clip now, and please note the angle of the telescope when it is pointed south. Because Union Glacier is not directly at the South Pole, the elevation of the sun will change throughout the day, with the highest position being when it is north and the lowest position being when it is south. But as you will see, at no point does it appear to go below horizontal.
But it's not using perspective. I bet that will be the main complaint with this. Oh, it's not using perspective, so it doesn't see where the sun really is. The sun goes down, it goes toward the horizon in perspective. So something that's 3,000 miles over your head can, yeah. Yep, and that's what they'll see. There's going to be a lot of renting of garments and gnashing of teeth in 3 weeks. Or 2 weeks, 2.5
So I
weeks.
realise this is only a demonstration, and by itself, it doesn't really prove anything. Based on my years of experience with using this mount, and knowing it can accurately track the sun from various locations on Earth, I have no doubt that what we just observed is an accurate representation of what they will see from Antarctica. When the mount is pointing due south, you can see here clearly it is not below horizontal, and that means the sun should be visible in the sky at this time.
Yep.
So the mount you just saw is called an alt-az mount, altitude and azimuth. It is only capable of tracking the sun using
Hey, Diver Dan. Happy Thanksgiving.
two axes of rotation, and that was clearly visible in the videos. Another proof that the Earth is not flat is that we can track the sun using a single axis of rotation with an equatorial mount. An equatorial mount has one axis of rotation aligned with the Earth's rotational axis.
Right. And I've proven with in Blender that you can't track anything. You can't track a sun on a flat Earth on one axis. I've proven that in Blender. You have to have two.
And that means it is effectively aligned to latitude. Here is an observation I did many years ago with an equatorial mount tracking the sun for more than 24 hours, and you will see that it is capable of doing so with a single axis of rotation. Now this is something I have been asking flat earthers for many years. Please demonstrate how an equatorial mount can track using a single axis of rotation on a flat earth. And of course, not one of them can do it.
Right. I've proven it can't be done.
Please enjoy.
Yeah. Where's that telescope pointing? Oh, that means, see, it's up there. It's not down there. It's up there. It's just perspective, right? I mean, seriously, think about it, flat earthers. How can the sun be above the horizon when the telescope is pointing down towards the ground, through the earth? Well, it's got a computer in it. No, see, you can do the same thing with a completely mechanical telescope too. And they usually come by at like 10:30 to deliver lunches. So I don't know. Anyway, that's what I had to show. And yeah, hats off to Wolfie. He's also done other things like where is it? Where proving that sundials don't work on a flat Earth. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, let's see it off the bat. It was quite a few years ago. It's here somewhere. But yeah, he proved that sundials don't work on a flat Earth, and I backed up that claim, backed up that proof in Blender. So yeah, Wolfie does very good work. He's not as active as he used to be, but he does very good work. And let me drop a link to his channel here. So on to the goofball. Like the title of the live stream is, I'm thankful I'm not an uneducated, dishonest flat earther like Flatzoid.
Triangles McKeegan,
Oh,
yeah.
triangles.
He's always proven that flat Earth. Come on, he's a flat earther in the closet, really.
And he doesn't even know it.
He's a gatekeeper for the flat Earth. You know?
Look, the one thing I have to give up for Dave,
Yeah, they're talking about Dave McKeegan.
though, he's very persistent in trying to debunk flat Earth.
What I mean trying to? He does. He does. He has. I have.
Yeah.
I mean, hats off to you for trying to prove that the Earth is flat without any evidence or proofs or experiments or measurements or anything or a model. Good on you, man. I mean, you're persistent, if nothing else.
Absolutely.
But there's a bit of he has a tendency to miss some very logical patterns with things when he talks about it.
No, he doesn't.
He likes to parrot the, how can I put a consensus of stuff.
Yes, that's how science works. That's how science works. When science has a theory or a or there's an experiment, you cite that experiment. You parrot that experiment. Yes. See, parroting to idiots means citing or referring to.
That actually understanding how he's doing that
The opposite of making shit up is which is what these idiots do.
is just not really debunking anything other than showing he's parroting it.
Huh.
I mean, you can say gravity, and just because consensus is gravity, therefore real, that doesn't make it real.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. Yes, when the scientific consensus through observation, measurement, experimentation, repeatability says that something's real, it's real. Now, it hurts your feelings, I know, but grow up, snowflake, and cope harder.
That's just consensus, and that's
And when you do not have any consensus, when you have no evidence, no proof, no model, no map, no measurements, and you spew horse shit, it's horse shit.
just saying he agrees with consensus.
Yeah.
But yeah, tonight is about surveying, and I think it was quite a good video, though, to be honest.
Another subject that these dumb fucks know absolutely nothing about.
But it
Dare I say, fuck all about.
And
shouldn't
he
surprise you.
Yeah, and he
I don't
brought
know.
up a lot of information, which I'm happy he did. But it's his deduction of that information that has me a bit worried. Because not worried for me, worried for him, because he doesn't understand what he's bringing is not for a globe. He's making our point, and the two
Making your point. There's that invincible ignorance again. That invincible ignorance where everything said proves you right.
people he's talking about in this video tonight is myself and Witsit.
Oh, no doubt.
Nice.
Um,
That good
he's
one.
actually making Witsit and my point without him understanding how he's doing it.
I see.
Yeah. So it's
Sharpest tool in the shed, huh? Is what you're saying.
yeah, that one, sharpest tool in the shed. Exactly.
Wow.
Good to see everybody in the YouTube lands.
I believe the phrase is not the sharpest tool in the shed,
Thank you for coming. Really
but that would be nitpicking, I guess.
appreciate you.
I'm going to drop out. Sorry. I'm going to drop out and go back in. My keyboard's not working, so I'm probably going to have to plug it into the back. So I'll drop out and go back in.
No one gives a fuck, PJ.
No stress.
All
I'll
right.
wait for you quickly.
All right, no problem.
While you're doing that, I'm quickly getting the poll up. Yeah, guys, I just couldn't get my channel linked tonight for some reason. My backup channel.
Yep.
So,
I've been having problems with YouTube too.
So I'll save it up and then just premiere it on that channel. I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. Please hit the likes, share the show. You guys all rock. Planar surveying tells us the Earth is measured flat. Yes, 70%, no 30%, and
No, planar surveying tells us that an area of the Earth is flat, or the elevation of a certain area of the Earth. That's what planar surveying tells us. Now, geodesic surveying, that's the method you use to measure the Earth as a whole. See, the fact that you still don't understand the difference between those two proves how fucking ignorant you are, Flatzoid.
not sure, 0%. Quite interesting. We got Jeff in the house. PJ, what's up? Gold Goblin, hello. Good to see you. Miss Mod Queen Bee, always glad to have you in. She became a King Rooster again. Really appreciate the membership. You are awesome. Appreciate
And I mean, there really can't be any other option. They've been educated on this shit so many fucking times. They've been educated on the fact that planar surveying isn't used to measure the Earth. It's measured to use an area of the Earth. This has been pounded into their heads so many fucking times. They're either retarded and they can't remember from 1 minute to the next what's been told to them, or they're fucking lying their asses off. So which is it, Flatzoid? Are you dishonest as fuck, or are you retarded as fuck?
you all. Jeff Conkle again. Alan Ocean, what's up? Roger Ledwell, good to see you too.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and then Roger Ledwell.
Hey, there's the coward down North Strand. Huh.
Well, being a member for Alpha Wolf.
He wanted a piece of me. So I did a whole live stream, a call-in show. Nobody called in. Nobody. He didn't call in. He was tagged by two different people, by Flatzoid, which is his friend, and by me. So why didn't he show up? He said he wanted a piece of me, right?
For 10 months. Wow. For those
Yes, I agree. Dave's dog has a higher IQ than any of those Muppets.
things we all forget.
I mean, they couldn't spell IQ without fucking help.
Really appreciate it. Jeff Conkle being a member for 17 months, King Rooster.
It's like the phrase that was going around when I was in the army. 6 months ago, I couldn't even spell GI. Now I are one.
And I forgot a lot. And Miss Mop
Westside's probably heard that.
Queen Bee being King Rooster for 10 months says, Roger, you rock. Really appreciate you all. And Janusz Kalowski, good to see you. Mojo Shop, what's up? And Jeff Gassett in the house. Yeah, so it's good to see you all. Really appreciate you. And Tinfoil just dropped in as well. We'll wait. Should we start before PJ? I don't know. He should get back soon. Well, he'll hop in. Okay.
He's probably doing a bump.
You guys ready?
All right. Yes, sir.
I did tag Dave McKeegan in, so if he does want to come discuss, he is more than welcome. And then, yeah, let's...
I mean, he is a heroin addict, right? PJ is a heroin addict, correct? Right? So he's probably out doing heroin. He's probably off camera doing heroin.
see what he says.
Hello everybody, hope you're doing
Hello.
well and thanks for joining us for another video. A few days back I was watching a debate between Fight the Flat Earth versus Flatzoid on Modern Day Debate, and the topic of surveying came up.
Planar surveying uses horizontals. Why is that? All horizontals are always parallel to one another to make their measurements.
Now I've previously done a video on the topic of surveying about 18 months ago. I'd had some surveyors that had been in touch with me already, confirming the Earth is a globe, saying they actually wish it was flat because it would make their jobs much easier. And then one surveyor reached out to me with some excerpts from this book called Surveying for Engineers about how surveying...
I can just guess who that surveyor was.
Maybe the main surveyor, maybe?
I was thinking that as well. Because he does seem to pop up everywhere. Because he is the anti-flat Earth surveyor, so...
Yeah.
Again, there's no such thing as anti-flat Earth. Something has to be real for anyone to be against it.
Dave's not aging very well, is he? Dave? Just be honest.
He does seem to look like he's getting old very quickly.
Oh, does he? Oh.
But I don't know what he's stressing about. Maybe he's got a lot of stress in his life. No idea. But he is probably stressing about Antarctica now.
For sure. I don't think they're going flats, man, to be honest. It don't seem like they...
They are contractually obliged to fucking go, asshole. They've signed contracts. They have to go.
They got enough time. Or money.
But I know who's not going to go. Fucking cowards. Cowards that were offered a free fucking trip won't go because they're fucking cowards.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see what he's got on here. The effects of surveying for engineers, okay? The effects of curvature and refraction on leveling. At point A in figure 2.25, where a level has been set up, it can be seen that the level and horizontal lines through the instrument diverge. Also see figure 2.3. This is caused by level lines following the curvature of Earth, which is defined as mean sea level and is a possible source of error in leveling, since all the readings taken from A are observed along the horizontal line instead of the level line. The difference between the horizontal and level line is given by distance, C, curvature in meters. D, sighting distance in kilometers, as shown, blah, blah, blah. Effective curvature compass. Notice, guys, that they are separating horizontal and level here.
Right. Yes. Horizontal is a line that stretches out from the instrument out straight, and level is a curve that wraps around the earth. Yes. You not understanding this proves how fucking ignorant you are and how hopeless you fucking are. Hey, real Cygnus.
Yeah. Isn't that how they built the globe, though, to start with? Or
But
tried
remember,
to?
this is geodesics.
No, nobody built the globe. The globe has always been the earth, and they just measure it, dipshit.
So they're already taking geodetics here, which is making my point of they calculating perspective into they're calculating
No, they don't calculate perspective into anything, dummy.
the curve into yes, this can help. They're calculating the curve into their measurements.
By using perspective, right?
Yeah. Carbon PJ was just in, but he just can't get back in. We're just waiting for PJ to come in. But
He's
yeah.
doing heroin.
Well,
Tell
isn't
ya.
it known that the average is a level, right? Between all the
Yeah.
datums? That's what it is.
Mhm.
It's level. Yeah.
And the thing is, when it comes to measure, when they do this
See, as long as I'm a meth head or a crackhead, PJ's a heroin addict. Right? Fair's fair.
surveying, especially planar surveying, they are measuring slope and incline angles.
Yeah. Not curve.
No. The curve is calculated, and that's the whole point of this. There is no observed curve. It's all calculated. Their
Yeah, you're dumb. You're fucking stupid, man.
whole correction is based on their belief of a curving Earth.
No, you're a fucking liar, and the curvature of the earth has been measured, asshole. So, you believe the earth is flat without any evidence, without any proof. So, you can shut the fuck up now.
They have to assume this curving Earth to make those corrections. So they already have their radius value. They've already got their refraction. They've got everything is based on that assumption of a globe, which they then calculate into their measurements.
No, that's not how it works, and you've been informed as to how it works. So, why do you lie so much, Flatzoid? Why do you bald-faced lie so much? Just bizarre.
Yeah.
Is correct for Earth curvature.
Presuppose it.
And so the video I did was basically relaying those points and addressing why.
Well, I just got to go back a few seconds, making my point again. Thank you, David.
And so the video I did was basically relaying those points.
Okay. What is this? The effect of atmospheric refraction. Is that a 7/6R refraction value, terrestrial refraction?
Jesus Christ, you don't even know what that is. Is that a 7/6R? It depends. What is the diffraction for the day? What's the fuck, what am I looking for? What am I the refraction in the refractive index of the day? What is it? You don't even understand what 7/6R means. That's how fucking stupid you are, Flatzoid.
Refraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cygnus. That's from Animal House, isn't it?
Which
The way to
requires
go through life.
the radius value of the Earth.
Drunk and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Yeah, and then it's made up anyways. You can make any radius value, couldn't you? For the most part.
Yeah, and I mean
7/6R isn't a radius value, stupid.
you can read it, it's assumed. So the effect of atmospheric refraction on a line of sight is to bend it towards the Earth's surface, causing staff readings to be low. This is a variable effect depending on atmospheric conditions, but for ordinary work, refraction is assumed to have a value of 1/7. That is the curvature, but it is opposite sign. The combined curvature and refraction correction is thus curve plus radius equal blah, blah, blah. The combined correction for length of sight is 120 meters, amounts to 0.001 meters, and the effect of both is thus negligible when undertaking leveling. If sightings are less than 120 meters, as should always be the case if longer. So, in other words, they are literally conceding the point there. They are taking a measurement and they are assuming that the earth is curving.
No, that's not at all what that says, you fucking idiot. You lying sack of shit. No one's conceding anything to you. Ever.
Therefore, they're taking calculations for that assumption. And those calculations, those corrections, are based on already assumed radius value.
It's not an assumed radius value, stupid. And no, that's not at all what it says. No, it's talking about refraction, assuming refraction. So you're dumb, incredibly dumb, and you're proving it right now.
Already an assumed model that is the WGS84, which is the ellipsoidal model that I was talking about.
Right. Yes, that's how we measure the Earth is spherical, or one of the tools that we've used to measure the Earth is spherical. And that's not assumed at all, dipshit.
So it's a biased deduction.
It's not a physical measurement. It's an
Yeah, it
optical
is.
measurement.
Yeah, it is. It's a physical measurement. Yes, all measurements are calculated. All measurements are optical, right? If you can't see it, you can't measure it. But even what you call a physical measurement is calculated. So.
Yes. When you're using a theodolite.
And seeing as none of you motherfuckers have ever fucking measured the Earth as flat, you can shut the fuck up now.
You are optically measuring. So you're using a scope. And
right, and measuring angles, which is not an optical measurement. That's a physical measurement.
You're looking out into the distance over the measuring staff.
So if you you don't have a tape measure long enough, but you have a laser tape measure, right? I don't know where my regular tape measure is. It's in the toolbox. But you have a laser rangefinder, and you measure your house as 150 feet long. Does that mean your house is fake? Does that mean your house isn't 150 feet long? No, because that's a valid way to measure, right? Such butthurt little fucktards. I don't like measurements, so I'm going to say they're calculations.
And
a question: when was the horizon, the distance to the horizon, ever measured for the black swan? When did that happen? Because that's part of the modus tollens. Every measured horizon must be such and such a distance. So when was that horizon ever measured?
And that's what you're measuring, higher or lower.
You'll get more refraction with a theodolite.
What? What you'll get? Wait, what? What is he? What did he just say?
The measuring staff. And that's what you're measuring, higher or lower.
You'll get more refraction with a theodolite due to its optics.
What? Wait, repeat that again. Hold on, I got to hear this.
And that's what you're measuring, higher or lower.
You'll get more refraction with a theodolite due to its optics.
You'll get more refraction with a theodolite due to its optics. Oh, hold on. Thank you. Oh, Happy Thanksgiving. All right.
But you see, now they're taking that optical
But no, dude, you don't have more refraction just because you're using a theodolite. You have the same refractive index. Now, you could say that because the theodolite has lenses, you get more refraction because the light has to be further refracted through the lenses. But we both know that's not what you meant.
phenomena, which is actually just perspective, and they
No, it's not, you stupid fuck.
making that now physical curve. They're calling that physical curve.
Weird.
So I still don't understand how they can look at a car going over a hill, like an overpass, right? And seeing the wheels getting blocked by the overpass, by the surface of the road, and then the bumper, and then the trunk, and then the roof of the car, and then it's gone. I don't understand how they can't look at that and say, well, let's see, I see a boat on the water, and the bottom of the boat gets obstructed by the water road, and then the middle of the boat, and then the top of the boat, and then it's gone. How do they not make that comparison? How do they not put those two things together?
Weird. Yeah.
Physically walked
Points
the
and
line
addressing
and
why
measured it, it would be a flat line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think so, dumb fuck? They'll do it. Measure it. Fucking measure shit, motherfuckers. You say, oh, it should come out flat if you measure. Well, fucking measure it. Tired of these fuckwits whining and crying about, I don't like reality. It hurts my feelings. Well, fucking do something about it. Well, I don't have to prove anything.
Why would surveyors be correcting for curvature if it didn't exist?
Easy. Because of your belief system.
No, if you don't correct for curvature, the measurements don't fucking work, asshole. It's not a belief system. It's been fucking measured. We have video and photographs from space showing a spherical Earth. You dumb fuck.
Just like gravity.
Boats won't be obstructed by a flat fucking surface, stupid. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. That makes me think. That makes me think. I left my key. I left my scooter key on top of my desk here, on top of the end of my desk. I distinctly remember leaving it on top of the desk at the end. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. I just couldn't see it because it was under the desk. Jesus. Yeah, but I was too far away, so I had to check under the desk to see it because the flat desk obstructed it.
You believe gravity to be real, but you assume it to exist, just like we went.
No, we don't assume shit, motherfucker. Look. We don't assume anything, asshole. Look, watch. See the lighter? What's it fucking doing?
Last night through with Eric van Linde, where Newton assumed gravity to be a thing. Einstein assumed gravity to be a thing.
No, he didn't assume it to be a thing.
So you guys assume curve to be a thing. There is no curve. It's calculated based on an already biased R value.
No, it's the R value has been measured, stupid. You're fucking retarded.
Your terrestrial refraction already has the radius value imprinted. Your curve
Well, what if that refractive index changes? Is it no longer 7/6R? Yeah, it's no longer that. You don't even know what fucking 7/6R means, man.
curvature rate.
Of course, you don't know what a model is. You don't know what an experiment is. You don't know what a fucking variable is. You don't know anything, Flatzoid. Nothing. You're fucking stupid.
Model already has the curvature radius value there. What's up, Janus?
Be honest.
How's it
Hey, Debatable D. Aren't you lost? Shouldn't you be over there with your buddies?
going?
Hello, guys. I just needed to switch off sound in YouTube because it's always double speak. I hate it.
Double speak. That was a good one.
You know what I mean? Not double speak. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you're a flat earther, right? Or are you playing both sides? You playing both sides of the fence? Is that what you do?
That's a good joke, though.
So do you know
Lucky one.
anything? Do you know anything about surveying?
Me, not really, not a lot. But I just joined. So about surveying is, I assume they are using globe model as an assumption, and
No assumption at all. It's measured.
they base their
The globe model is the heliocentric model, and that's measurements.
all measurements on
So-
their assumption. So from the get-go, it's bad, it's wrong.
It's globe.
That's my understanding of the subject.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
You
They
nailed it.
measure it flat,
It's pretty goddamn little understanding.
and then they calculate their globe with corrections to
Oh
make
yeah,
it a
here you
globe.
go. Here you go. Yeah. So lucky me. I was
I mean, you're a lying sack of shit, Flatzoid. That's not at all what happens. Why do you constantly lie? Just curious.
I was on point.
You're lucky today, like McKeegan here.
Lucky fish.
Well, a few weeks after I'd published that video, there was a professor, James Fetzer, who went on and debated Austin Whitsitt, and he used that video of mine for his argument of the Earth being a globe, and Austin attempted to rebut it.
Let's cover some of the basics here. So when we do engineering, we actually use plain
What do you mean? When we do engineering, what the fuck is this we bit? What's it? When we do engineering, you don't do shit, motherfucker. You don't do shit except talk.
survey. We never use geodetic surveying ever. In fact, we can't build bridges, railways, runways, buildings,
That's like what? What do you mean, we, white man?
or anything.
You know that joke, right? The Lone Ranger and Tonto are standing on a hill, or they're in a valley, and the Lone Ranger says, Tonto, we have Comanche in the north wanting to kill us. We have Cheyenne in the south wanting to kill us. We have Sioux to the east. We have Tecumseh's braves from the west. What are we gonna do, Tonto? And Tonto stands back and says, "What do you mean, we, white man?"
Without assuming the Earth is flat. Now, all survey manuals will tell you that up to 100 square miles. 100 square miles, not 120 meters. 100.
Yep. 100 square miles.
Bloody keyboard.
What's up?
Where is the curve on this 100 square?
Here, hold on. How big is 100 square miles?
100 miles is equal to 528,000 feet.
See, that didn't do it.
Blood,
Not 120 meters. 100.
Yep, 100 square miles.
blood.
Right, 100 miles long by 100 miles wide. That's an area.
Bloody keyboard.
What's up?
Where is the curve
Well,
on this 100 square miles? Where is the
Well,
curve of
I
this region?
read, I read
Well, that would be about 1.25 degrees of curvature.
up it was 150 square miles there.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a long way.
The
But
keyboard
what
lock.
he's showing you is 100 square miles.
Even if it's
so-
20 miles, they should be curved. Oh, the big one. 100 miles, even 120 or 50. It doesn't matter. It's just numbers now. 20. It's really enough,
Yeah.
to be honest. Whatever is more, it's just proving our point.
Can I explain what happened? Yeah, keyboard locked up. The keyboard locked up, so I dropped out to restart it to see if it would work. I restarted it, it wouldn't work, so it wouldn't let me put my PIN number into the computer to get started. So I couldn't do anything, so I had to unplug everything from the back, the computer, turn it off, restart it from afresh, but it started working. I was like,
No, it fucking cares.
it's weird because the computer lit up, no, because it's a gaming keyboard, so it lit up, but the keys weren't working, nothing was working. Not even the mouse.
Well, I'm glad you got it working in and back
I
on.
was crapping myself. I was like, I ain't got a spare keyboard. I was like, if the keyboard's broken, I'm gonna have to go and run and try and buy one from Argos.
It'd been an hour or two, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Nah,
Yes, there's a difference between 100 miles square and 100 square miles. 100 square miles is 10 by 10. 100 miles square is 10,000.
it's just across the road actually, but I don't know if it's shut at this time. Maybe 8 o'clock, which is another 50 minutes away. Anyway, carry on. My crisis is over.
Fletch, you need a place like that across the street so you can get a cord for your camera and your microphone.
Oh, I see. Which it gets it. Yeah, I forgot about him totally. I was.
Sometimes Witsit doesn't get it though.
Yeah, I was following him a long time ago on one of my accounts, but when I was losing accounts, I just lost a lot of channels which I was assigned to. And okay, it's good to have it again. Thank you.
Yeah, Witsit is definitely upped his game. There's still a lot of things I don't agree with him.
Definitely. That's why I said Witsit doesn't always
But
get it.
like I said, I'm proud of him. I think he has upped his game a lot and he is trying.
Definitely.
So I can give that up to Witsit. But yeah, there's still stuff I don't agree with him.
But mainly he's pretty good. Yeah, of course. It's hard. We can hardly agree with anyone 100%. Even between us, I don't think so. We are agreeing on everything 100%. There are the small differences, of course.
See, the problem is you don't agree with each other on key specific things that help your cause.
But the main thing, we are on the same page.
Yeah.
I think he did pretty good with the Tim Pool thing. That was decent.
Yeah. He did well there. Give up to Witsit there.
100 square miles, you have to assume that the Earth is flat, completely neglect any notion of curvature.
Now, the video that I didn't specifically address.
Yeah, 100 square miles, that would be 1/6 of a degree. That's what that would be. That would be 1/6 of a degree of curvature.
Plane surveying versus geodetic surveying. I just highlighted that the book had mentioned that at shorter distances, correction amounts are negligible and so can be ignored. But
okay, let's go back. He keeps on going on. I want to. Okay. Look what it says. Okay. Now remember, this is why I also brought up. There's a difference between planar surveying and geodetic surveying.
Yeah.
Right. Then why do you keep getting them mixed up? You keep mixing them up when it's convenient for you, Flatsoid.
Planar surveying is what's mostly used for construction and engineerings and things like that.
Right. So why do you keep conflating that with geodetic surveying?
If something is about 100 square miles or 150, it's 10 to 15 miles. Okay. When you, for instance, build a mall, is that 10 miles long? No.
No,
Or a
No,
bridge.
not really
You don't
sure.
build a bridge 10 miles long.
no.
So you
Unless it's
don't do
Pontchartrain.
geodetic surveying. You don't take curve corrections.
Right. That's then why do you bring planar surveying up when you're talking about Earth curve? See, you keep dishonestly doing that, Flatzoid.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, and I mean this is what I was trying to get into with FTFE when we were debating. When I was like, okay, so you're saying it's negligible that we wouldn't need to measure it, but when we look through a telescope with observations usually about 10 miles away, which is the limit usually of the planar surveying, we see bottom obstruction as you place it. So how can we have curve for observations through a camera or a telescope, but with an auto level, you don't?
You do have curve with an auto level. You still see obstruction, bottom up obstruction with an auto level. What the fuck are you talking about?
Does that
Oh, so if I use the auto level for geodesic surveying, then I'll see bottom up obstruction? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Lisa. Happy Thanksgiving.
make sense?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. What you just said doesn't. No, it doesn't. You're a fucking moron.
No,
You would be able to navigate with the.
Sorry, that doesn't make sense, but you make sense. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You would be able to navigate with a geodetic survey,
Yeah.
would you be?
Hey, little girl.
You
No, I
lost.
was going to say, Deuce.
He sound that's the word I was looking for. PJ sounds like a lech. Like a lecherous pervert.
Freemasons are tied in with the Flat Earth Society.
Oh, thanks, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that. But for the Flat Earth self, no, that's just reality.
No, it's not reality, and we've proven it isn't. Stop lying, Flatzoid.
Distances, correction amount.
But look what it says, okay? The difference between the horizontal line and a level line. First of all, there is no difference between the two because
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. See right there? Sea level is wraps around the Earth, but horizontal, that's each place on the Earth has its own horizontal. So you're an idiot.
level is horizontal. But according to geodetic surveying again, because this is geodetic surveying manual he's reading, a book, the context is based on the WGS 84 ellipsoidal model. So
Right. Measure of curvature.
they have to make the level line curved.
No, they don't. They don't make it do anything. It is curved, Flatzoid.
But reality, level doesn't curve. Level is flat. It's horizontal.
No, it's not. It's fucking not. Provably not. Measurably not.
Been through this many times.
So you know more than every surveyor that's ever lived, who's ever written a book on surveying. You know more than them, right? That's what you're saying. You know more about them than their chosen, trained field. That's top left for sure, fucker. My God, how top left can you be? You couldn't be any more top left.
So they have to separate a horizontal and a level because the horizontal is the measured is the measurement reference.
What, measured radius? What?
They take.
You're about to say radius, right?
Horizontal is the measurement reference they take.
What? Is the measured what?
Because the horizontal is the measured measurement.
Measured what? Sounds like you're about to say measured radius, Flatzoid.
reference they take, and then they assume a curved level.
No, they don't assume a curved level. No, they measure a curve, dipshit.
Which would be a slope or incline angle based on that horizontal.
No, what you just said is horseshit.
It's
And
almost
this is-
And you fucking know it because we've told you that it's horseshit. Every book on surveying tells you it's horseshit.
like a tangent, doesn't it?
Yeah, and this is why you would get
Tangent, that's impossible on a flat earth. You can't have a tangent on a flat earth. There's no tangent on a flat surface.
Obi saying, "Oh, locally horizontal." There is no such thing as local horizontal.
Yes, there is. Yes. No two plumb bobs are parallel.
No.
Even in the geodetic surveying books, there's no such word as locally horizontal.
Literally, if it's a curve, it's a curve. Doesn't matter how
Really? So in no books that you've read ever? So you've read all these surveying books? You don't find that word anywhere?
big it is. It's still got a curve of some kind of degree, you know?
See, that would be a local level here, and that's a local level here, or a local horizontal here, and that's a local horizontal there. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why you would get Globy saying, "Oh, locally horizontal." There is no such thing as local horizontal.
No.
Even in the geodetic surveying books, there's no such word as locally horizontal.
Okay. Geodetic surveying, locally horizontal. Geodetic surveying, locally horizontal, refers to a surveying technique where precise measurements of a horizontal position on the Earth's surface are taken within a specific localized area, taking into account the curvature of the Earth and using a reference datum especially designed for that region, often called a local horizontal datum, to determine the accurate latitude and longitude coordinates. So, yeah. You're a fucking retard, Flatzoid, and a liar.
If it's a curve, it's a curve. Doesn't matter how big it is. It's still got a curve of some kind of degree, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's so easy to destroy. So fucking easy.
Exactly.
Just takes 5 seconds of Googling.
Amounts are
Wes, hold on a
negligible
second.
and so can be ignored.
I got a question. I've seen the sphere they claim it is, right? It just is horrible looking. It doesn't
Yeah.
look right to me. Have you ever seen the old geoids they used to map out? Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
not
not very
nonsense.
pretty.
It's ugly.
It is nonsense.
Yeah, that's all.
But don't worry, he's going to get into a lot of details.
What does it say? Spherical nature of Earth was known by the ancient Greeks. Ah, the ancients, who also developed the concepts of latitude and longitude, excuse me, and the first astronomical methods for measuring them. These methods preserved and further developed by Muslim and Indian astronomers who were sufficient for the global explorations of 15th and 16th centuries.
Which is great. Because like I said, he's actually making my point as he goes along. Without him realizing he's
making my point. No, he's not, Flatzoid. You're a lying sack of shit who who isn't man enough to say you're wrong.
making mine and Whitson's point.
That's it. That's it.
But then that means
Again, there's that invincible ignorance.
that at longer distances, they can't. And both Austin and Flatzoid acknowledge there is a difference between plane and geodetic surveying.
Yes.
So what they do with geodetic
Yes, there's a difference, but they mix them up all the time.
surveying is they assume the Earth's a sphere, they take the plane survey data, they stitch it together over long distances, and then they apply an R value, okay, that they assume.
Because I'm going on what we can observe. You don't observe geodetic surveying. They use planar surveying measurements, and
You don't observe geodetic surveying. Yeah, you do. If I go out right now and two guys are geodetic surveying, I can observe them.
then calculate their ellipsoidal model into it to get their desired result.
Although it's
Okay, I got a also pointer to it. I didn't say to Craig then, which I tried to convey, but I don't think I conveyed it very well.
Because you're stupid.
You don't observe geodetic surveying because it's planar surveying done in sections that they link up. Just
No, it's not. It's fucking not.
like Whitsitt said. So they're taking all the sections of
There's two different standards used between planar and geodetic surveying. There's different techniques, different methods. So you're a fucking idiot.
local measurements, okay, up to let's say 10 miles or whatever, and they're just linking them together. That's all they're doing. And then they take all those links and just lie them across a sphere.
No, that's not what they fucking do, asshole. Jesus, you're stupid.
That's what they do. But was it measured over a sphere? No. It was measured flat and then calculated that all those linkages are curving over a sphere.
Nope.
So,
Where they get most of that is like the topography is not exactly straight.
And that's why I brought the arc of the parallel up, because it's exactly that. It's just linkages of... Let's just say you got a link like this, okay? Then we're going to put another measurement, which is another link. You see it?
Careful with your examples there, Flatzoid. Remember what happened with your shoelace? Remember what happened with that? Yeah, you fucked up there, didn't you?
It pulls out the distance further. Now, these are two separate measurements, which are all flat measurements. Now, they're taking that measurement... I wish I had a ball with me. And they wrap it around a ball and say it's curved. But in the meantime, they measured flat measurements. They linked them together. That's all they do.
No.
Celestial navigation, they don't even bother with that. They just go get an equal elevation angle and just go straight across.
Yeah, but you see with celestial navigation, it's not surveying though.
They get an equal elevation angle? What?
Surveying and celestial navigation are two different things. The celestial navigation,
Wow.
you're measuring an angle
No.
over the horizon to the star.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's an elevation angle.
Yeah. Yes, and then you use you use the site reduction tables, and which uses the Haversine formula to calculate your distance from the ground position of that star. And the Haversine formula is only used on a sphere.
With surveying, you measuring the actual angle, which is also elevation, based on the horizontal datum. So in other words, they got the...
Yes, the horizontal datum, your point on Earth, your spot on Earth.
Horizontal, which is set, that's their datum. They measure anything above or lower than it. So it's an incline or a decline angle, a slope, based on that horizontal. And that horizontal is always carried through infinite.
Yes, but the level isn't.
Now, the difference between the planar and the geodetic...
See you later, Zorg.
The planar understands that there is no curve through it. The geodetic surveying takes those and says, okay, you know what, because we have an R value, let's go and correct these lines that are linked and just, tweak them to fit a sphere.
Jesus fucking Christ, you're dumb.
The ellipsoidal model.
You are fucking retarded, Flatzoid.
That's all they do. So they don't measure a curve, they measure it.
Yeah, they do. They most certainly do. They use the laws of spherical excess to measure the curvature. So, all right, see you later, Lisa.
Flat and calculate a curve based on the assumption of a curve. It's as simple as that.
I got a question. Why is geodetic surveying even a thing?
Because people...
Because the Earth is a sphere, stupid. That's why.
believe it's a sphere.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
Yeah.
Not really. But
No, not at all.
it's crazy, dude. It is.
Very much so.
And you know what's sad? And
Yes, it is crazy that there are adults like you in the 21st century who think like Fred fucking Flintstone, who don't understand simple geometry, who are so unbelievably ignorant that you won't accept any evidence from anybody. You're so brainwashed that you think the fucking Bible knows more about the earth than science. And you're just fucking hopeless, man. You're just hopeless. So fucking retarded.
they say, "Oh, but you see, the distances won't match if it's flat and matches." No, it's measured flat. That line that's measured like this is the same distance you have on your curve. That's a measured distance. Now, you're just linking all those measured distances of flat together. And now you're saying, but the distances don't work on a flat earth. But you measured them flat.
No, stupid. They didn't. God damn, you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much
Just-
work for me.
Just too
Just
fucking
measure it
ignorant,
flat
man.
and just go with it.
My lunch.
Sorry?
And they're so fucking proud of being ignorant. They're proud of being this dumb.
I had to step
just
out and heat up my
amazing.
lunch.
Just fucking amazing to me.
Now, what's for lunch, Jeff?
Guess.
Guess. Roast beef, mashed potatoes.
Burrito.
You were close. You were close.
Okay, I'm on the
Roadkill.
carnivore diet, so
I would say
steak.
roadkill.
Piece of nice ribeye steak.
Oh yeah.
No, it's a top sirloin steak this time.
Nice.
Ooh. Nice, nice. You're making me hungry, man.
I'm having ham and turkey. For lunch
Remember,
here.
all I had was a tuna wrap.
And bacon wrapped scallops.
Oh,
Oh, man, sounds good.
I think I'll do a carnivore diet when I get back from the beach. Go back on a diet.
Hey, Stanley Tools.
While you're there, Classway, make some sunset predictions for everybody. Get the
That's the
camera
thing. I'm taking my camera and I'm going to be doing observations. So
Nice.
let the globies cry some more.
on. Nice.
And I mean, Jeff saw the
And they will. And they will.
photos.
Oh, that was my neighbor, by the way.
So I mean, I showed him some of the photos. I've tested it out this weekend on my children.
God damn it, I need a cigarette. I really fucking do.
And it takes good photos.
Sure does.
Actually, very impressed with it.
Excellent. Glad.
Good quality.
That was a good investment, wasn't it?
Definitely. Definitely.
That was cheap.
Well, I
too.
got it at a bargain.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go on with Dave McKeegan.
Seems to me like they're trying to make it sound like plane surveyors are always the technique used up to 100 square miles, and then beyond that is when you then switch to geodetic, and that geodetic surveys are just plane surveys stuck together and then curve added based on the presumption the Earth is a globe.
No. Even geodetic surveying uses planar measurements.
Yeah.
Even geodetic survey uses planar measurements.
No. Using measurements? Oh, so we do measure the Earth as spherical then. That's what you just said, right? Before you said it's not a measurement, it's a calculation, but now it's a measurement? Listen to it again.
Yeah.
Even geodetic survey uses planar measurements.
Measurements.
They calculate with corrections for the WGS84 ellipsoidal model.
No, they don't. They fucking don't.
So it's always measured flat, geodetic or planar.
No, it's not.
The only difference is in planar, they don't calculate their curve into it.
No, didn't you listen to what he just fucking said, asshole?
Geo, they calculated it.
See, this is called gaslighting. See, you just read out of a fucking book how it's fucking done. And now this asshole is fucking lying about it and telling people, oh, that the reality you just saw is fake. I'm telling you the real reality.
into it.
Aye.
Very simple.
What a fucking
Guys,
asshole.
please hit the likes, share the show.
And he does this to his children. He gaslights his own fucking children. Lies to them about reality. Makes them think that what they've seen, what they've experienced, what they've learned isn't true. That their reality is a lie. That's what he does to his own fucking kids.
Appreciate
That's what makes him a fake fucking Christian and evil.
all of you, by the way. But I mean, what's going on? Why only 15 likes?
What?
Come on.
Come on. Smash
There's
the
more
show
likes
and
to
like the
have,
shares, guys. Smash the show and like the shares. Come on.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Although, at least they acknowledge that geodetic surveys have curvature corrections applied to them.
They stitch it together over long distances, and then they apply an R value.
When you take geodetic surveying, they assume an ellipsoidal model, the Clarkin model, which is based on ellipsoid, so spherical. So they take spherical corrections, hence spherical axis, which doesn't exist.
Now, that
Spherical axis? See, what is spherical axis? There's no such thing as spherical axis. It's spherical excess, which, all right, see a debatable, which is a real thing, which doesn't exist. Let's see. Spherical excess. Spherical excess is the amount by which the sum of three angles of a spherical triangle exceeds 180 degrees. Yes, it does exist, Flatzoid. You're a lying sack of shit.
acceptance alone causes a big problem for the idea of the Earth being flat.
Why?
How?
How's that?
Why? How? Are you fucking retarded? Listen.
So they take spherical corrections, hence spherical axis, which doesn't exist.
Now, that acceptance...
Well, hold on. Here we go. See, I guess, yes. You are correct, Flatzoid. Spherical axis doesn't exist. You are absolutely right.
Alone causes a big problem for the idea of the Earth being flat.
Why?
How?
How's that cause problems for the Earth being flat?
Doesn't at all. Can't see it.
Only in his mind it does, dude. Only in his mind.
He wants it to. He wants it to.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see what he says.
Which I'll cover in this video. But when you look into the topics further, you'll find there's actually more differences between plane and geodetic than just have we reached 100 square miles yet. This is one of the reasons why I love making these videos. People often ask me, why do I waste my time on this?
You don't waste your time on this.
Because you're paid for it.
Remember I showed you my documentary. The reason he does this...
Your documentary? Sorry, that was not a documentary.
Is because when he started doing flat earth content, that's when his channel rocketed.
Exactly.
He gets a lot more views with flat earth content than his camera stuff.
So?
I mean, his camera content got, what, 3,000 views, something? These,
Average.
he gets 200, 300,000 views. I mean, some of his videos got 1 million views.
Yeah? And your point?
That's what I'm saying. That's what he loves. He loves the fact that Flat Earth gets some money. He'd rather talk about bloody globe, not Flat Earth. But
yeah, think about it. I mean, he's getting his money out of Flat Earth.
Of course.
Okay. I mean, he's got 135k subscribers, and they're all watching his content for Flat Earth, not the camera stuff.
No.
So.
And your point is what?
Yeah, why do you think he's going to do the camera stuff that he only got 3,000 views, where he's doing this? What you can see he enjoys, by the way, where he gets 800,000 views on a video or 300,000 views on a video. Come on.
Yes, people like to see idiots being humiliated. Hey, DMA.
And the reality is, I'm not. 18 months ago, I knew very little about surveying techniques, but doing this pushes me to research them and expand my knowledge. It's
Okay, I've got to get a point to that. I know he's now advertising for his Squarespace or whatever, but I like what he just said because doesn't the Globies always tell us, "Oh, you guys, where did you get your education? You know, you're getting it on the internet, on the YouTube, or whatever." Well, where do you think Dave McKeegan's getting his information from?
From books, from people that work in the field, and yes, from the internet. But the internet is that's a search engine. Google's a search engine. It isn't an answer engine. You have to be picky about the information you get from Google. See, some of it's fallacious, like flat Earth. You have to have discernment. Hey, Moxie, you have to basically know how to process information to understand what information is valid and what information is invalid. And you don't possess those skills, Flatzoid. You never learned that. You never paid attention in school enough to fucking learn that. So you just believe whatever bullshit anybody gives you, as long as their argument is compelling enough and you think it's from fucking God.
Exactly.
The internet.
Exactly right.
He's not a college graduate.
Canadian
Neither are you, motherfucker. Neither is anybody on this panel.
bacon. Sounds nice.
Delicious.
Sounds delicious, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, Canadian bacon. The GS84 uses X, Y, and Z Cartesian coordinate system, which is based on flat grids.
No, it's not.
Stitched together.
It's actually a flat grid that's got a third dimension. That's all.
Wow, what a dumb fuck you are.
Okay, so we'll just forward this.
why I've each step into one of them, and it's a class.
Thank you. Yeah. Well. What's wrong with my internet tonight?
Yeah, mine played up earlier. It went, my middle light went orange. It should be green. Went orange a few times. But just
Doesn't matter what your current
Yeah, and guys, I got a 50 meg line, so it shouldn't do this. Just to let you know.
level is, retry title you to
You can always extend a straight line, not a curve. That's Jeff Gashead.
geodetic off an
Okay,
annual
there we go.
subscription.
Brilliant.org.
So, plane and geodetic are both types of surveying. Surveying itself is described as the science of
Okay, surveying is the science of measuring and determining the positions of points on land, in the air, or in water. Land surveying, this is what we usually talk about, is determining the boundaries, location, or form of a piece of land.
Yes, not for measuring the entire Earth.
Hydrographic surveying is positioning of oil rigs, mapping harbors, and charting bathymetry. Building surveying, we also talk about a lot, is assessing and mapping buildings and structures, because that goes under construction. Surveyors use a variety of techniques, including measuring distance. Note there, this isn't calculating distance, it's measuring distance, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Measuring angles. Do angles require straight lines?
From what I remember, yeah.
yes.
Great.
Absolutely.
No, they don't. There's no straight lines in an angle measurement.
Leveling, which means horizontal.
See, that just proves how little you fucking understand about geometry. You're a fucking idiot, Flatzoid.
Determining position and using reference networks. That's the reference datums. Surveyors work in many different fields, including construction, property, and land. They use a variety of technologies such as drones, virtual reality, and big data. Surveyors also use
So just to prove that dumb motherfucker wrong, here I've got an arc. It's a curve. Jeff Gasshead said, what was it? You can always extend a straight line, not a curve. Okay. Here, we're editing this curve. Well, see, I'm extending it. See, I can extend it all the way there. So yes, you can extend a fucking curve, you dumb fuck. Jesus Christ, these people are stupid.
Use work with a range of people, including engineers, architects, and land developers. Ah, it's so nice. Surveying is essential for land development and is used to ensure order to physics world. Surveyors help to plan, design, map, and construct roads, cities, bridges, and utilities. They also help to create safer homes and communities and to regenerate deprived areas. Note that these things are all based on planar surveying.
Right, that's all planar surveying, man. That's what it is. It's not geodetic surveying. None of this is geodetic surveying.
No curve. Godzilla37, thank you very much for your super chat. Really appreciate it.
Yes, because it's done in such a small area that you don't have to take curvature into account because this planet is so fucking huge that 1 mile square is fucking minuscule, just so fucking small of a curvature that you just treat it as flat. Plus, if you're doing any kind of a fucking survey, you're going to be leveling that area with tools like shovels and fucking bulldozers and graders, shit like that.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate all the support. He says, theodolites establish level. Yes, they do. Then measure elevations and depressions from that established level. Yes, they do. I know, I am a stickler, but that's an angle measuring device and not a flatness measuring one. Ooh. Yes, this is the difference that we try and explain to these guys. You can't measure flat, but you can measure distance over flat. Okay? So that means the Earth is measured flat. You don't
No, it's not measured flat, stupid. Holy fuck, you're dumb. My God, you're stupid.
measure curve.
No.
You calculate curve.
Any
That's why we
measurement.
say the Earth's measured flat because of the angles.
So show us your measurement of flat, Flatzoid. Show us your measurements, motherfucker. You keep saying Earth is measured as flat. Show us your fucking measurements of a flat Earth.
You're measuring an angle based on a horizontal.
Any measurement done here is a flat Earth measurement. Simple as that.
Amen. You rock, Godzilla. Thank you very much, man. And PJ Cruikshank for his £5. Very, very appreciative. He says, Chan, support anti-fur suck the seats every day. Laughing glow.
Seats every day.
PJ, you rock. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys, because we came up with a new word, which I call now the anti-flat earthers. I call them tits.
Tits, yeah, man. Oh.
Tits up, guys.
Mean like what PJ has?
Wow.
So when you see an anti-flat earther, you just ask them, are you a tit? But yeah, I appreciate the super chats, guys. You guys are awesome. I just want to see something.
I miss Bev now. We're sitting here talking about surveying.
Bev did a lot in surveying. Okay?
No, he didn't. Bev's a dumb fuck. Bev doesn't know anything about surveying.
Okay, but he fell off the rails when he decides not to just accept that he is actually just a flat earther.
Of course. He will just want to say it, will he? He's just...
Nope. Got a lot of pride, doesn't he?
Every morning knows 'tis globe. It's horizontal.
Okay, so TIT stands for tenaciously ignoring truth seeking. Tenaciously ignoring truth seeking, sorry.
Truth seeking is 2 words.
So that's
we got a band over here called Tenacious.
I guess it'd be TITS. Yeah, I guess that'd be right. But yeah, you're not a truth seeker. See, the reason we know you're not a truth seeker is we've given you the truth and you fucking say nah to every bit of it. People that actually find the truth, you crucify. You're a cult, bitch. You're a fucking cult. You aren't interested in the truth. You're so uninterested in the truth. You believe a book that says that snakes and donkeys talk, that slavery is okay, that you think says the earth is flat, and that got the value of pi wrong. You believe that over measurements and science. That's how uninterested in the truth you are.
Just the
Uh-huh.
Jack Black.
Saying that you're a truth seeker is a fucking lie.
Accident. That's what it made me think of.
Yeah, Jack Black. Shame. He's really
Gone
the
woke.
reason. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he sold his soul to the devil. You can say. Did you see his latest satanic Christmas thing?
The devil isn't real.
No. Thank God.
Not.
If he is real, you're doing the work of him. You are doing Lucifer's work, Flatsoid. You are actively trying to hide the shape of the spherical earth from people to do Lucifer's work to hide God.
Very good.
God created a infinite, marvelous fucking universe. And you fucking and you lie about that. You try and hide that from people. You call actual Christians evil for not believing it. That's how much of Lucifer's work you're doing. And you emotionally abuse your children.
Oh,
That's such a Lou thing to do.
Anyway, the reason I chose tenacious as the first word is because it's to firm hold of something closely, to determine an unwaved manner. So they will keep. In other words, they will keep what they hold. They won't budge.
Right. Yes. Yes. The earth is not flat. We will not budge from that, because to budge from that would be lying. See, flat earth is a lie. We've proven that, Flatzoid. We've proven that it's a lie and you're a liar. So, what can I say?
I think we can understand that's what anti-flat earthers do. No matter what you present, they'll always stick.
We will always debunk it and prove that it's not true. Everything that you present, Flatzoid, we prove that it's not true.
To it.
Yeah.
But yeah. If you see an anti-flat earth from now on, just say you're a tit. Okay, let's go.
Of measuring and positioning points.
So you're going to tell your pastor that? Your pastor, the one you say is real, that of the church you go to? Would you tell your pastor he's tits? Dare you?
On land, sea, and air to create maps, land records, plan for construction, etc.
Mm-hmm.
For example, a surveyor could decide they're going to survey a plot of land to determine its size to put on a map.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could run a tape measure around the edge of it, but maps are typically aerial views, and if the plot of land is...
And Dave McKeegan, I want to point out something too quickly. Wait, first another super chat from PJ. Thank you very much. He says, I know a few tits, Craig being one, McToon another, triangles for the try, etc., etc. Thank you,
PJ,
PJ.
we're glad you got your keyboard fixed, dude.
Yeah. You rock. Thank you very much, PJ. You're awesome. Really appreciate all the support, mate. Man. But I want to ask a question, though, guys. What are we seeing on screen now? Does that look like a flat surface?
No, it doesn't. No. So the earth isn't flat.
Does that look like a flat
silly
surface?
to me?
No, definitely not.
There's hills and valleys and
And I guarantee there's land beyond these hills. Guarantee there's probably a mountain taller than them, but why can't we see it, Flatzoid?
divots.
Looks bumpily.
Incline- Yeah, exactly. Now, when they're
It's
mapping
amazing.
this out, okay, and they're measuring distance with a theodolite or whatever,
Yeah.
or drones or things, are they measuring curve?
Listen to him trying to formulate a question that he thinks is clever. Listen to him. He's pausing and carefully wording his shit.
No. They're measuring incline and slope angles based on the horizontal.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how you do trigonometry, Flatzoid. That's how you do surveying. But that would be planar surveying. Not measuring spherical excess or access, like you want to say.
So they're measuring the distance above an uneven surface. And that
It's like my answer to someone who says that Formula One cars are real, right? Right? You telling me cars are real? But look at these, Flatzoid. Look at these tricycles. You're telling me cars are real when they're doing this? That's the kind of logic that you're presenting. I mean, it can't be real because look, they're racing tricycles. I don't see any Formula One cars here. It's all racing tricycles. So cars can't go fast. That's how fucking ignorant you are, Flatzoid. See, now you're still conflating geodesic surveying to planar surveying, proving you don't fucking know what you're talking about. You do not know the fucking difference.
uneven surface is referenced to a horizontal.
It's the only way you can do it with any kind of accuracy.
Didn't they used to
Shut up, tits.
call that as the crow flies, basically? The distance between the 2 points?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But notice the measurement there is measured distance over horizontal. So to get that measurement, they required flat.
100%. Has to be.
Exactly. Now, the geodetic surveyors, if it's past 10 miles,
So to measure the Earth, you need a flat measurement done on land that isn't flat. Okay?
or 100 square miles, they link those flat measurements together and they calculate with consideration to a WGS 84 ellipsoidal model.
No, they fucking don't, you goddamn retard. You lying sack of shit.
So their corrections is based on a already assumed R value and the terrestrial refraction, which is already have that R value placed into it. It's
God damn it, you're dumb.
it's almost like a rigged game where you see people do betting on a fight and it's rigged. That's what geodetic surveying is. It's a rigged game.
No, it's not, dipshit. No, it's fucking not. Flat Earth is rigged. Yes, because anytime anybody ever comes up with any kind of evidence against it, it's, oh no, I don't believe that. No, God did it. Flat Earth is the rigged game. And you're the fucking dealer.
Thank you very much, Matthew Eastman, for your $2 super chat. He says gobble gobble flurfs. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
You are awesome. I really appreciate it. You rock.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Matt.
Yeah, I was saying before the show, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in South Africa, so
No, we don't. Yeah, but I said happy Thanksgiving given to the Americans earlier on. I nearly forgot. I said it halfway through the stream.
Yeah, we celebrated
Americans,
it,
thank you.
last month.
Right. Mhm.
I keep on having to remember Canada and America is not the same place.
Me too sometimes.
Yeah, and it's because it's not Canada anymore; it's China.
China now, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in Canada they have square heads, so that's how you can recognize it.
Situated on the
maple
side
syrup.
of a hill, then from an aerial view, it would actually appear smaller and take up less space on the map. So surveyors can take readings from multiple points and the exact angles and distances between those
Angles?
points mapped out accurately to show any undulation in the land. So they'd set up a tool called a theodolite, which can very accurately measure angles both side to side and vertically.
Angles, angles, angles. What's an angle?
Yeah, they're angles. They use angles, Flatsoid.
Straight line
Measurement
from a point.
of degrees from a flat baseline.
No, you've got no baselines in an angle.
Yeah. So two straight lines meeting at a vertex.
No, two rays meeting in a vertex. There's no line. It's just two rays. It's an angular separation between points.
Yeah. And these angles they're measuring again is over a what? A horizontal.
No,
Yeah.
I don't understand
no, it's not.
how this guy can't see what he's saying.
Well, that's why he's got
Oh
his
no.
nickname.
Miss my Queen
Triangle.
Bee. Thank you for your $5 super. Says channel support from someone stuck with a pair of tits.
Nice.
Weird though. Teasing them.
What's
Yes. Well, you're stuck with two pair of tits. Your own and PJ's. And I bet PJ's tits are bigger than hers. Maybe that's why she's so angry all the time.
Thank you very much for the super chat.
Is her husband's tits are bigger than hers.
Why tits?
Sorry?
What are tits? Tits
Oh, he just said it.
are designed for children, but adults play with them.
Yes. Well, we always say that you never grow up. You know what I mean? So,
No.
Oh, good. So I love that. It's another $5. So he says, Vicky, you stuck with Craig and McToon.
I knew that was coming from somewhere.
Look, we as a man, we are always children. Only the price of the toys is changing.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Yeah. And those tits cost a lot, right? That's what I was going to say next.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the super chats. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you. Oh, wow.
That was a good one.
I mean, this is incredibly Christian speech, isn't it?
Okay, let's go on.
If they were to set the scope up exactly 5 feet above the ground and level it, and then place a reference mark.
Okay, got a point there. Level it.
Yep.
Yes. Levels. Yeah.
So,
thinking
in
the
other
same
words,
thing.
it's got a perfect vertical and it's perpendicular horizontal.
Yep. Can you have a
Correct.
perpendicular on
Yeah.
a globe? Can you have one of
You
those?
can't. You can't have the same. You can't have the same verticals on a globe.
Yeah, that's why we don't have the same verticals on a globe. That's why we do not have the same verticals in real life. Yes.
But look what he's showing you.
A distance away from the theodolite that is also exactly 5 feet above the ground, and they point the theodolite scope at it. If the reference marker appears above the scope center line, then you know the land at the marker point is higher in elevation.
So concave then.
No, this is not measuring the Earth, you dumb fuck. You illiterate piece of shit. This is talking about planar surveying.
It go either way, right? Concave,
Yeah, so we can have a
convex.
concave, convex Earth. We can have a donut Earth, a donkey
Jesus
Earth.
Christ. What
Because
an
it's
idiot.
the land based on a what? A horizontal. Vicky, thank you for £2 who says, no gourds, my tits have bigger brains. Oh man, thank you very much for the super chat. You are awesome. Oh man, that's quite crazy.
God
than
damn
the
it,
land
man.
at the theodolite. And surveyors can then very accurately measure the angle above level that the marker is to determine how much higher the elevation is.
He just debunked the level, the globe level, guys.
No, he didn't.
Measure an angle above level.
Yeah, that's possible to do when you're talking about looking at a like a field or a hill. But again, this is not geodesic surveying, you stupid motherfucker. This is planar surveying.
With
So
an angle,
level
right?
doesn't curve anymore.
Oh my Jesus fucking Lord.
Nope.
No, he isn't saying level, he's saying above horizontal. God, what an idiot.
Because remember, he told us they
He's just desperate as hell, isn't he?
level the theodolite.
Yeah, you level it to find the horizontal that you can set it
Auto
at.
level
Yeah. Then you measure an angle above that.
or whatever
Yeah.
total station. It doesn't matter what they're using. They level it first. So that means they
Yeah.
like you get a tripod where it's leveled. You got a plumb bob. You got your spirit level on there. It makes it perfectly at a 90-degree angle. Okay.
So you could do that on the top of a mountain. Does that make the mountain flat?
Now
You
they're
have to have a
using
90,
that,
right?
yeah, a 90. Now they're using that 90 as their reference as they're reading along their measurements. Now they measure that stick, that shaft, measuring staff, either higher or lower based on that 90-degree horizontal.
Right, that 90-degree from them. Yes.
Notice that that's a distance measurement of a horizontal.
No, that's not a distance measurement. That's an angle measurement. No, it's not a distance measurement. You stupid fuck. You can't get a distance measurement like that.
Slope and incline off of a horizontal datum.
Hence, not curved.
Holy fuck, you are stupid.
Yeah.
And when they hold
Just incredibly fucking ignorant. That's not a length measurement, stupid.
that measuring staff, they have to also hold it vertically up. Otherwise, it'll be an inaccurate reading. So
if you're a
not
stick man, you gotta be
diverging.
straight.
Yeah, so not diverging, parallel within each other. So in other words, perpendiculars.
God damn, he's dumb.
100%.
Wow.
See what I'm saying?
Not met anyone dumber.
This is the thing I say about Dave McKeegan and company. They don't really understand.
Love when they say they don't understand. You don't even understand your own model. You just don't understand. I'm making shit up, but you just don't understand. I've never read a book in my life on the subject, and you have, but you just don't understand. You do this for a living, and I just paint fucking cars, but you don't understand
What they're trying to debunk. The more they're trying, the more they're making our point.
Invincible ignorance.
Because they then know the distance away that the marker is from the theodolite. Plane versus geodetic simply describes how the surveyor is treating the Earth between their measurement points. Plane surveying presumes that the Earth between the points is a flat plane, whilst
Yeah, okay. So plane surveying presumes that the points between them are flat.
Right.
Brilliant. So when you're taking a measurement, which is planar, because even your theodolites are, I think they limited to an accuracy anyway of maximum accuracy of 200 meters.
How are you taking a measurement, Flatsoid? That is a calculation unless it's a physical fucking measurement. See, that's an optical measurement. How could that be a measurement if it's just optical?
This is something that I read.
So it's okay to say, okay, the Earth's flat because you take a measurement and it shows flat. But then when we say we measure it as spherical with geodesic surveying, all of a sudden that optical measurement is not a measurement, right? Huh.
But even in your geodetic surveying, you only measure, like I said, planar. You link those planars up.
No, you don't. See, that's where you fuck up. You don't link those up and then just drop them over a ball. You're a dumb fuck, Flatzoid. You do not know what you're fucking talking about. And I dare you to find any surveying manual that agrees with you.
And claim they're diverging away. You claiming that, not measuring them diverging. You claiming they by calculating, doing corrections. And this is what I told FTFE when he showed that paragraph of his, where it literally showed the corrections for this, where it showed the correction for the radius value.
They all have the same level too, right? When they level each the light out, they all go to the same
Exactly,
level.
it's
No, they don't. They have different horizontals, but the level is the same. Yes, because the level is equidistant from the center of the Earth.
They're all plumb. They set them up plumb every single time. Thank you, PJ Cruikshank, for another £5 Tuesday. Says, if she were stuck with those two, Gord, I think she'd do a self mastectomy.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh no.
Well, if you
Wow.
had McToon and Craig is attached to your body, that's cancerous. I mean, you go into a self-mastectomy.
Can you imagine the offspring? That's what I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little baby Craig.
Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. So you guys are giving us a nightmare.
I mean, they are just so proud of being ignorant, so proud of hating smart people, of despising anyone with an IQ higher than their own. That's so fucking sad, man.
Messages now. I should have never
That
brought that
is
up.
so sad.
Geodetic surveying presumes that the Earth is curving, and so they add corrections in to account for that curvature.
Do you see what you just said? Let's just rewind it quickly just to make sure. Okay, listen what it says.
Surveying presumes that the Earth between the points is a flat plane, whilst geodetic surveying presumes that the Earth is curving, and so they add corrections in to account for that curvature.
So they assume this curve, so they add corrections in to account for that curvature that's not measured. Do you see the issue here?
Yes, I do.
Do you see the issue? Why would you need to add corrections for something if you measured it?
I don't know why you let him fucking talk. He might explain it.
Because you're lying about it, I guess.
See, you guys have such a short attention span. When you pause it, everybody on your panel forgets what he just said. So you need to let it play.
I don't know why you would do it. No idea. It makes
Because if they didn't account for it, there would be no curve.
It'd be flat. Yeah. Odd.
That's all we actually need to say tonight. The only reason they account for it is because they assume it to be there. They assume the curve, they calculate it into existence. After measuring it flat.
You're such a dumb motherfucker. Holy crap. So full of shit.
Now,
and I can just hear Sean Hawkins swearing his ass off now while we're saying this.
Yes, you're a dumb fuck. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a lying sack of shit.
Because he is streaming us again.
Oh, is he? Sorry.
Really?
Dude, it's just a joke, you know what I mean? It's just a joke. It's nothing serious, you know what I mean? It's just us it's just me messing about. Because we was talking about, I mean, you know, tits, it's me messing about. So if there's any backlash, it's my backlash. Blame me. I mean, blame me completely.
No, man, there's no backlash. It was just joking, man.
Can I say happy Thanksgiving to Sean right quick? Happy Thanksgiving, Sean. Get some food, dude. Put away the weed.
Well, maybe he can print himself a turkey.
It's nothing they wouldn't say about us flats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe Sean can print himself a turkey to eat. I don't know. Or one of your subscribers, Sean. Shout out to Sean want to describe for Thanksgiving? Buy him a turkey. How's that? Give him a PayPal for a turkey.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
As we've already seen, both Austin and Flatzoid acknowledge that over long distances, geodetic is used and that curvature corrections are included. Their figures do differ slightly from each other. Austin says 100 square miles is the limit. Flatzoid says 150 square miles.
All survey manuals will tell you that, up to 100 square miles
to get their desired result, and it's over 150 square miles. So
from what I've seen, the figures seem to suggest 100 square miles or 260 square kilometers is the limit for plane surveying.
And I'd accept if I was wrong there, but I remember reading 150. But 100 is also fine. I got no issue with that because that's 10 miles.
And that's a third of a degree. That's a third of a degree of curvature, Flatzoid.
Now, it's worth clarifying here, just to be clear. 100 square miles is not a square 100 miles long by 100 miles wide.
No.
Square miles is a unit of area, so it's an area of 100 square miles, which would be a square 10 miles by 10 miles. Any surveys larger than that will be geodetic, which means they then have curvature corrections applied to them, that both Austin and Flatzoid have acknowledged. And this is where the problem arises for Flat Earth. Austin claimed all they do for geodetic surveys is take a series of plane surveys, stitch them together, and then apply a presumed curvature value based on a globe.
Yes.
They take the plane survey data, they stitch it together over long distances, and then they apply an R value, okay, that they assume.
And Flatzoid seems to basically argue the same point, that surveys...
Yeah, because they're equally ignorant.
Basically argue the same point. It's the same thing because that's exactly how it works. So we're not arguing this, basically arguing the same thing. That's literally how it is. That's why when you got Craig, when he brought up the transcontinental triangulation, that was my point with the baselines being linked together because it's plane surveying. Even geodetic surveying is actually just plane surveying with corrections based on your assumption of an ellipsoidal model. It's not hard to understand. You're linking horizontals together to make a curve. So the distances...
like Beckham.
Yeah, so the distances are physically measured flat. Okay? They're physically measured...
It still tickles me that that a guy that doesn't understand anything keeps saying, oh, it's simple to understand. It's easy to understand.
A distance over a flat...
See, that's what a bullshit artist says. Oh, it's simple to understand.
Horizontal. And they're just linking those together to get their distance. Now they take that distance and they make it arced. Now they say, oh, but look at that distance. Therefore, it can't work on a flat surface. You measured the flat distance. You're just placing it over an arc now. A string. Let's say this. Like this. Let's say this is a piece of string, okay? 15 centimeters. 15 centimeters like this, or 15 centimeters of a ball will still be 15 centimeters. Stays 15 centimeters. The only difference is point A to point B will be different because you either have a sphere or you have a flat plane. But the difference is it's measured over a flat plane.
God damn, you're fucking stupid.
Not measured over...
Nope. That's not how life works, man.
A curve.
Are done plain, and that geodetics are then just formed by them wrapping them onto a globe model.
They use planar surveying measurements and then calculate the ellipsoidal model into it to get their desired result, and it's over 150 square miles. So
now, that idea would work fine for a series of plane surveys in one dimension. If we were to say this little piece of paper is an individual plane survey, we could stick a series of these together in a long line and easily wrap it around the surface.
You just made my point.
Yep. Exactly.
You just made my point.
Yeah.
Thank
Rock
you,
band.
Dave. Wow. Godzilla 37 with another $10. Thank you very much. He says, if we were on a spinning wet spheroid made of rock, hurtling through space in multiple vectors, yeah, multiple vectors, guys, at mind-blowing speeds, and that's different speeds.
No, you don't move in multiple vectors. Nobody can. You can't. It's impossible to move in multiple vectors.
While proof would be easily attainable, yet here we are, 10 years later, still waiting.
All right. Yay!
Yeah, exactly.
We
We're still
got
waiting.
we got the
Yeah, we've given you a mountain of evidence. We fucking spoon-fed you every bit of evidence anybody could ever fucking come up with, and you just fucking spit in our face. You just, nuh-uh, I don't believe that. You're a liar. So you could fuck off, Godzilla.
we got the confetti. Yay!
Did we?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Thank you very much for the super chat, Godzilla. And Roger Ledwell for his $2 says, I need a new
I
pair
tried
of
to do it.
tits. Those are stacking. No, man. Thank you very much. You guys
You're
rock.
welcome.
Oh, man. But yeah, Godzilla, that's so true. Because if you have spinning reference of 4 different vectors in 4 different speeds,
You don't have 4 different speeds, 4 different vectors, stupid. What the fuck are you talking about?
you will pick up those forces, those fictitious forces in those different vectors, but we don't pick them up. There is no observable reality of this. Thank you very much for the super chats. You guys are awesome.
I mean, tell us you don't understand physics without saying the fucking words, man.
I didn't actually put a goal, so you guys have to
God, what a
decide what the
dumb
goal must
fuck.
be. And yes, I am planning to do that, debating myself.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, they'll probably be working on the video this weekend so I can premiere it when I'm on holiday.
Nice.
You're supposed to be making a gyroscope video, man. Where is that video, Flatzoid? The one showing how a gyroscope can process without being moved off of its axis. You're supposed to do that.
Looking for that. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be debating Kent Reynolds. So that's going to be quite good. Kent Reynolds versus Keith Reynolds.
Dude, yeah, the one at Soulspoke. Dude.
I know we're not related, just to let you know.
The guy at Soulspoke too.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah, I
that's
think it's the same guy.
Cool. What's
I like him.
debating? Yeah, we're debating tomorrow night. That's going to be quite exciting.
Where are you debating at? Yeah.
Yeah, on here.
Cool. So so it's just you and him and
Why won't you debate Max from Matters Now? Why won't you do that, Flatzoid? You keep running away from him. You keep begging people to debate the Bible, debate biblical cosmology and shit, but you run away like a little bitch. Why is that, Flatzoid?
Just be us two,
debate,
yeah.
and then we'll be cool. Are you doing an after
And
show?
we'll see maybe an after show if it ends whenever and whatever.
Excellent, nice.
But it should be good because he looked very respectful with Sov, and I think we can have that same kind of
definitely, dude. I don't think
respectful
you'll have any
discussion.
problems. I don't think you'll have any problems with him.
No, I don't think.
Who is this guy? Ken Reynolds? I don't know. Oh, Kent Reynolds.
So in other words,
So that I don't know. Is that him? That looks like him. I don't know. Does he have a link to his shit? Nope. Debates the guy and doesn't even link to him. Jesus.
think so.
Decent guy.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe Sean
I got it.
Hawkins and other anti-flat earthers can learn how to actually have a discussion then.
Absolutely. I mean, it's on my channel. It's on Sob's channel. You know what I mean? Well, mainly Sob's channel. I just covered it. You know what I mean? Go watch it on Sob's, man, Sean. So I mean, then you'll see exactly what somebody who believes in the globe but is not an anti-flat earther can actually be like. They can have a decent conversation.
What is it?
You know what, Godzilla? I think you know what we'll do. You still got your kilt.
Oh, me? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
With your
there you
family.
go.
No,
Man, he could have put his kilt on and would have had him on a table and a bagpipes.
Yeah, man. Let me go to the gym first, then I'll do a full body.
Middle below balls.
Again, guys, please hit the likes, share the show. Appreciate you all. We only got 22 likes. What's going on?
What on earth?
Something's
Strange.
going on.
And then when you learn about other things and physical theories, and you
got some great people out in the chat. Some that I don't recognize. Maybe they're people that you've
So let's watch this.
invited. I'm not
Let's watch this a little bit.
sure. But I see I got Dorian Gray here with us. Shifty Eyes Shady. How you doing, my friend? That Way has joined us. Chris is here with us and has had a little smiley face. It looks like something gay. Wong is gay. Run away, LJ. Now that's casting aspersions on my co-pilot. You can't be doing that. There's Brad and Tasha, possibly one, the other, or both. We have a pretty cool friend, Chris. Angela Baby Carson. How you doing, sweetheart?
Jesus Christ. I mean, that's just racist and homophobic all at the same one. All at the same time. Holy shit, man.
Only Dots, Spitfire, who I got? Sean Alki. Of course, Sean's going to be here. Angela's here. It's got to be. It's a team effort. We got Hercules, DJD, Homework.
you that you live on a flat plane, because that's what the Earth is on your everyday scales. And I guess it's not. You've characterized it as you discover that you live on a globe, and I don't think, as somebody who believes in the globe Earth theory, that that's how it comes about.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a very major point.
Yeah,
that's going to become a very major point in this discussion.
Sure. So I think you get taught certain things, and then when you learn about other things and physical theories, and you observe other phenomena. And it all fits together, and it seems to be the only theory really that supports observation.
So in other words, if nobody had ever told you this, that you live on a rotating globular Earth, if nobody had ever told you that, you probably would never have come to the conclusion or even started to think such a thing, would you?
Yeah, I think you might be partly right in the sense that if you had no education whatsoever, somebody grew up in a jungle somewhere.
Well, see, that's where my point is
they wouldn't.
Who came to that idea in the first place? I mean, somebody.
People who made observations. See, that's where it starts, making observations, right? See, well, damn, that boat went over the what? I couldn't see it in a certain way. Let me think about this. See, I mean, what the fuck, man? If you went through your entire life and no one told you France was over there, would you know that France is a real thing? No. Would that change any? Would that have any bearing on the way you live your fucking life? No. Just because you haven't been educated on something doesn't mean it's fake, motherfucker.
He must have been bebopping along.
I mean, what a dumb fucking question. That's his favorite question too. He thinks it's such a gotcha.
Doing their daily stuff, making observations as we all do throughout the day and the night.
Yeah, but see, when intelligent people make observations, they do it with intelligence and discernment. And they understand why what they're seeing is what they're seeing. You don't. You go, oh, it looks flat, must be flat. Don't fuck your measurements. Oh, I don't care about your observations. I see it as flat. That's what makes you fucking retarded, man.
And then suddenly said to themselves, you know what? Based on everything I see, I must be on a ball. I must be on a globular, spherical Earth.
Right, because that's what smart people do. Smart people reason shit out. They just don't go, well, looks flat, must be just exactly the way I see it. See, they actually went out and measured it, man. They took measurements. They fucking used trigonometry and math and fucking science to fucking measure shit. But you want to say they're all full of garbage. They're full of shit because I see it as flat.
Despite
It's almost flat, but the curvature is very slight, and this is because the Earth is incredibly large, and it's sometimes quite difficult to
See. I'm as polite as this guy when I debate. I'm just like this guy when I debate. When I do this, debunking your dumb fucking ass. No, I'm not polite. No, and I'm so polite, Flatzoid, that when you had the first debate with me, I sat there and waited for you to present the evidence that you said you were going to present. That's how polite I was. But you don't know how to have a conversation or do a debate. So you just fucking kept wanting to ask me stupid fucking questions that had absolutely nothing to do with your presenting your proof.
Because it's going up and down the whole time. I see it like goes up and then it goes down, goes up and goes down.
I see confetti flats. I got to see it. That was nice. Yeah, still going.
Okay. So let's watch Dave McKeegan on, make our point further.
Surface of a sphere. However, if we were to take plane surveys stuck together along two axes, so we create a large square survey, when we try and wrap that around the sphere, it creates distortions. So the distances between various points on the survey.
Hey, George. France is pretty real. I visited Paris, Strasbourg. Yep.
Would then change.
But if no one told you that France was real, would you know it?
No.
If no one told you had a pancreas, would you know it? Does that make your pancreas real or not?
That's totally nonsense. Why didn't you do those squares as well in all the axes? And like we said, it's 100 square miles.
I
Well,
see a
in my
problem,
case, I said
Fletch.
150. Yeah, but that's the saying. He's taken one piece of square now. Okay?
Yeah, 100 square miles is like a third of a degree by a third of a degree, dude.
They're not individual squares.
No.
Scale matters.
Okay? So that's
No.
why it does that.
Well, when you do take those individual squares and you start, let's say, I don't know, at the equator, and you go directly north, you're going to hit the North Pole. And then you turn 90 degrees and head south, you're going to hit the equator again. And then if you turn 90 degrees again and head due east or due west, you're going to hit the fucking North Pole, or you're going to hit where you started. That's called spherical excess. That's called a spherical triangle.
Of course. I mean, it's got just crimpled
That's proof that the Earth is not flat, you dumb fuck.
around the ball, and you're not going to get any type of consistency with something like that. It's just,
No.
it's just.
Why?
That's the
Yeah, but why is he ignoring that those are all supposed to be separate squares then? And like we said, nobody measures that large section. You measure a block at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 10 miles max. So put
the
all those
problem
10
is
miles together, you get what he just showed.
the first problem is that they're wrapping it around the sphere. That's the first problem.
But that's
There's no
the
need
issue
for
they're
that.
trying to do.
Now, the first problem is your mom didn't swallow.
Yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid.
No, you're drunk.
Why do it?
And also the issue is, yeah, if we were saying, let's say it's that huge piece of paper he's blocking, we're saying it's measured flat. Why is he wrapping it around a ball?
Again, why don't you fucking let the video play and discuss his point instead of not letting him make one?
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's
How
special.
about that?
It's yeah, very special.
Here's the work.
Mm-hmm.
It's why there are so many different map projections, because you can't change the shape of something without distorting distances.
And that's why maps are not visually correct, but their distances are correct.
No, they aren't. No, the distances aren't correct if you don't correct for them for that distortion, Flatsoid.
Because distances are measured, shapes are not.
Say what? Shapes aren't measured? Shapes aren't measured. What? What the fuck did you just say?
Distances are measured, shapes are not. Because distances are measured, shapes are not. Because distances are measured, shapes are not.
Huh, let's see. Can you measure shapes? Yes, you can measure shapes by calculating the perimeters, the distance around the shape, the area of the space enclosed by the shape, using a ruler and other measuring tools to determine lengths and size, applying appropriate geometric formulas based on the shape type. You dumb motherfucker. Holy shit, you're dumb.
Very, very simple stuff. That's why I was telling Sean Hawkins, who said, present your map and model. Yeah, my map is the Hebrew cosmology. My
No, that's not a model, Flatsoid. That's a picture. It's not a model. It's not a scientific predictive model. That's what I said when I said present your scientific model of flat Earth. Not some bullshit that people 2,000 years ago thought.
my model, and my map is every map in existence.
Yeah.
Because all the distances comport with measurements of reality. There we go. So it doesn't matter which map you present.
So you're still a fucking coward who can't present evidence. Who tries to run away from presenting a model by giving me bullshit. You're such a fucking coward. God damn it, you're a cowardly little bitch.
The distance is shown to comport with what's measured in reality. It doesn't make
So
it a
any-
sphere, a triangle.
Really? Really? Okay. So, let me see. The AE map. So, this distance from here to here is correct. The difference, the comparison between this distance and this distance is correct, Flatsoid? You think Australia has that much land mass? You think that's correct? See, that's a flat Earth model right there. That's a flat map. So all maps, right? All maps. Well, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. So this is also correct, right? This is also correct. All maps, right? All maps. All maps are correct. What about this one? What about this one, Flight? So is this map correct too? You know why they all look like this? Because they're all projections of a fucking globe, asshole. That's why not all maps are represent the Earth, because these are projections of a globe. That's why when you put it around a globe, it makes sense, and the distances are correct, and the dimensions are correct. That's why it makes sense. On flat Earth, no, that bullshit doesn't work, man.
Triangle. What it does do is it shows it's measured flat.
Absolutely.
God, what a
Absolutely.
dumb motherfucker you are.
Alan says,
The issue.
Professor Havner says that this chat needs a professor. I don't know. Do you know one, Professor Harvester?
You want to come
Professor
in?
Harvest is a
You can
professor,
join us.
so he's
Exactly. I was waiting for him to say that. Hey, Prof.
So if they didn't try to wrap this thing around a ball, we would not be here talking about this crap.
No, we don't wrap it around a ball. You take it off of a ball. See, you've taken the globe and projected it onto a flat surface, claiming that that's the original thing. That's what the Earth is, and it's not. That's why when you wrap it back around a globe, it makes sense. Shit works. Distances are correct. Dimensions are correct. That's why it makes sense, Flatzoid, is when you put it back to where it's supposed to be, a globe, it works.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be an issue. We'd be out measuring land, exploring lands, doing things daily instead of sitting arguing about whether it's wrapped around a ball or a triangle or any shape at all. We were just out looking at the land, right?
Mm-hmm. But you see all these blocks, the coordinate systems, okay? You see how they take those blocks and they lay them to each other on a map because it's a grid system. Those grid systems, look how different they look, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All those grids. But they all have the same distances allocated.
Yeah.
Why? Because the measurement is true. The distance is true. The layout is not.
No.
You just, at the end of the day, you're just following a grid system that was measured over a flat horizontal plane. That's it.
No.
Amen.
It's just a representation, isn't it?
That's a representation.
God damn it.
Across
man.
at least
Holy
part
shit.
of its surface.
Uber Eats.
Hey, Johannesburg.
Johannesburg.
I've never been there.
Over.
It's just easier just to call it Joburg.
Joburg,
yeah.
Joburg, because I laugh every time I hear, like on the movies where you get American actor, like Johannesburg.
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg. Johannesburg. It's like, yeah. The pronunciation is like, ah.
Are you from Scotland?
How is it actually pronounced?
Johannesburg.
How do you actually? Yeah, Johannesburg. Johannesburg.
Johannesburg.
Same as
Or in English, it would be Johannesburg.
Mm.
How would Giannis say it? Johannesburg. Come on.
Yeah.
Giannis should be able to.
Giannis. Yeah.
You can pronounce it that, or you can also pronounce it, quit beating me, man.
It almost sounds the same to me.
Okay, good.
Johannesburg. Yeah.
To be honest, my pronunciation is so freaking bad. I heard I
Jesus
hear myself,
fucking-
I understand.
sounded to me.
Absolutely.
always tell me to slow down,
All right, are we done here?
When I speak fast, you have to learn to listen faster.
Yep.
I know this is a joke. We paused it on where it looks like he's making the 666 sign.
Oh, nice.
Make a meme.
But
Evil McKeegan.
usually,
He's getting his teeth like a demon.
usually the new people who are newly awakened, starting to seeing those things, they're seeing everywhere. Oh, look, he's making sign. No, look, sometimes even myself, I caught myself, doing this sign when I was playing something, So it's not like I'm doing it on purpose,
Exactly.
Just
Ernest, that's the thing. You can take this out of context now. Take this as a freeze frame and say, "Oh, look, he's making a 666 sign," but it's not. It's just how he's talking with his hand.
Of course, there are people who are posing, with those symbols, and you can clearly see it. But it just happens, to me as well. Even if I'm well aware of this stuff, it happens to me still. Not very often, but it happens.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like
Christ.
Russian vids for a minute there. Everybody's making signs.
Yeah, I like.
Man, these people really are dumb. I mean, just incredibly fucking dumb.
Yeah, he's pretty okay, pretty on point. Usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been on the stream before, hasn't he?
Russian Vids. Shout out to Russian Vids. I think he's awesome.
He's cool, man.
He has a way of finding hidden symbolism.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, he's digging very deep into it. Very deep into
What's
it.
on Dave McKeegan's shirt though? I want to know what is
That's
that?
a clock.
Is that
It's like a watch with with what's the name? Time.
Flat Earth.
Yeah, because he's saying it's like ending. He's like, ooh. Oh, shame.
Really?
I just wish still he would. The thing that irritates me, sorry, Dave, but this irritates. It might be a bit of OCD, but the damn dog hair on your black shirt every time, it irritates the hell out of me.
I'm glad I'm not going with him if he's going.
I think it's a hidden symbolism, His time as a globber is ending.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
Okay.
The errors are very small. Over longer distances, the errors get bigger and bigger. So you can get away with treating the Earth as a different shape over a short distance, but not over larger areas. So if the Earth is a globe, obviously treating it as a globe from the outset is the most accurate way of doing things, but treating it as a flat plane works over short distance.
His back, the globe Earth and mark of the YouTube.
Mount.
Yeah, because for now, because he has so many followers, he must be right. And the globe, that's how it's presented, And
No, he has measurements and evidence and shit and science to back him. The number of subscribers has absolutely nothing to do with it.
It's programming people.
It's subliminal messaging.
Exactly. But people don't see this kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And saves time by not requiring corrections to be applied, but then it becomes more and more inaccurate. Whereas if the Earth is flat, treating it as a flat plane is the most accurate way of surveying it, but treating
Hey, Stephen Jarvis.
it then as a globe would become more and more inaccurate over distance. Okay. So that means...
This is him once again showing he doesn't really understand how the process is. You measuring a set distance. That set distance stays that set distance. You're just linking those set distances together. You're not...
No, you're not.
Measuring from point A to point 100.
See, you're not a surveyor. You do not know anything about surveying. You've never read a surveying book. You've never taken a test on surveying. You've never been qualified or licensed to be a surveyor. Surveyors keep telling you all this information, and you say that they're fucking wrong. Say what? How dumb can you fucking be, man? How fucking full of yourself? How Dunning-Kruger do you have to fucking be to think that you, someone who doesn't know jack fucking shit about surveying, knows more about it than every fucking surveyor and every person who's written a book about surveying. How the fuck do you get off being that fucking arrogant?
At once, you're measuring them in sections and linking them together.
I mean, they're talking fucking PJ, this fucking slimy piece of shit bag, fucking talking about hubris the other day. You talk about fucking hubris.
So they'll always have the same average of correction. Get it? He's now trying to
Shut the fuck up.
make it as if this
Damn.
point A and point B,
God, what
because
a
globe
dumb fuck.
will be now longer. No, they don't measure it longer. They still just measure it in the same distance. They just link those distances together. They don't do it in one long stretch.
Easy to say. Let's say 100 kilometers. They measure 10
Shut the fuck up, you anti-Semitic racist sack of fucking garbage.
kilometers and 10 times.
Fuck this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Given that they both acknowledge that.
Sorry?
I was just going to say, someone reminded me, and Eric Dubé put a video out about 6 hours ago. It's only 7 minutes long about the
Oh, yeah, I
real
saw the
Western
thumbnail, yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I've just saved it to watch later. But
Eric Dubé? Really? The real reason, these videos, the real reason you're not a flat earther, it's 7 minutes and 41 seconds long. Okay?
What would it take to convince you that the Earth is not a spinning globe? Do you
Evidence, bitch. Evidence.
think you could ever be convinced otherwise? Or
Yes, if you have evidence.
are you so confident in this cosmology that nothing could change your mind? One of the main differences that pits flat
No, something can change my mind. Evidence, measurements. A model that matches reality better than ours.
earthers, in stark contrast to globe believers, is the fact that flat earthers have shown the capacity to consider new information with an open mind. And
No, you haven't, because you shut down when we give you evidence of the globe Earth. See, you're not open-minded, Eric. You're a closed-minded piece of shit. You're a slimy little bastard.
if necessary, admit that they were wrong. 99% of all modern-day flat earthers were once globe believers
And there's that. This is that doctored video. See, this showed a little bit of curvature, but see how everything's kind of curved up like this? See how it's kind of cup shaped? See how this long stick, I don't know, rod is bent up? See, this was doctored to take the curvature out of it, but they overcompensated a little bit. And this has been cropped out, cropped in to not see the logo or icon that was at the top that shows the distortion that they got.
themselves, and were subjected to the
See, this is how dishonest this little fucking maggot is.
same mainstream media and public school indoctrination as everyone else. So what allows some to see past their confirmation bias and hinders others from ever even opening their minds to the possibility? There is one key characteristic, one personality trait that is particularly noticeable in flat earthers.
Oh, there's all kinds of evidence, but where is it, Eric? You've never presented any evidence of flat Earth. You've just spent 10 years whining about how reality hurts your feelings.
Is rarely seen in globe defenders. The more you pay attention to people on both sides of the issue, the more blatantly clear it becomes with time. This most obvious difference
I like how it's
more blatantly
I need to hear it on television. I guess it's supposed to be a glober, but everything you've learned, you've gotten off fucking YouTube, bitch.
clear it becomes with time. This most obvious difference between those who accept and reject the flat earth is
But you've never given us any evidence, man. You never prove it's flat. Well, I don't like the globe. That's not proving it's flat. Well, I don't like the globe. Well, prove that it's flat. Well, I think people who believe in the globe are liars. See, that's all we get from you, fucker.
humility. I can already hear the audible groans and see their eye globes rolling back in their sockets.
Oh, eye globes.
But it's true. The main reason most people reject flat earth is because they lack the humbleness to accept that they might be wrong and cannot temper their egos long enough to truly listen to and
You've been debunked thousands of fucking times, and you're not humble enough to accept it. So we presented you a mountain of evidence, measurements, maps, models. We presented you with all this shit, and you're just a dumb motherfucking con man who's swindling people out of money with a fake-ass fucking book and videos. See, that's what you are, Eric. You're a con man. You're a grifter. You are a liar for money.
fully consider the
Yeah, I don't need to see any more of this fucking motherfucker. What a piece of fucking shit he is. I mean, he's just completely full of shit because he is a piece of shit. But this motherfucker will believe every word of it, won't he?
The link's in there if anybody wants to look at it.
Yeah, I've just seen the thumbnail. I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, I've seen it already. I already uploaded on my channel.
Level Earth observers vid.
So we're weeks away from this sun observation in Antarctica.
Okay, this is Leo. Leo, what will happen in Antarctica? Okay, let's see what this fucking sack of crap has to say.
We pretty much got two scenarios here. Some people think they might
No, we don't have two scenarios. You don't have a scenario because you're too fucking cowardly to go.
try and fake it. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to address the two scenarios here on offer. One is that the participants see a circling sun. The second scenario is the sun sets. Now, should the sun set in Antarctica? Great. And very interesting observation.
Right, which would prove that the Earth is not a sphere.
But here's the thing, the global theory is physically impossible.
No, it's not. It's physically reality. So what the fuck are you talking about, stupid?
That can be tested and verified by all.
No, it can't be tested and verified by all. See, we've measured it, stupid.
So the observation doesn't really make any difference to the physicality of our Earth.
So another denialer, another person who's in denial, who has previously said that a 24-hour sun would prove it's a globe, is now saying, oh, it doesn't matter, won't prove anything. Fuck you, asshole. You fucking piece of shit. What a dumb motherfucker. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm not going to watch any more of this. This guy fucking, this smarmy dipshit. So, if you want to watch the rest of it, you're welcome to it. I thought that the person knocking on the door was the people with the Thanksgiving dinner, but it was just my neighbor wishing me Thanksgiving or happy Thanksgiving. So, we'll talk to you later, guys. I'm going to sit and hope they'll bring it. So, all right. See you later, Stanley. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hey, hug everybody in your family because yeah, I'm the only person in my family. My entire family is passed. So hug them while you can, guys. Seriously. Thanks for watching. Be seeing you. Say what? Cartoon models? Say what? What the fuck are you talking about, dipshit? We don't have cartoon models. Tell you who does have cartoon models. Let me see. Flat Earth.
According to Wikipedia,
See, that's all you have, man. That's all you have is cartoons. You've got no fucking photographs of flat Earth from space. You just don't have shit, man. And it's not bollocks. It's been measured. So you're a dumb motherfucker with just nothing but words. So present your evidence. Here, I'll give you a wrench. I'll give you a wrench. Oops, I can't do it there. I have to do it over here. And that will enable you to present a link to your channel for a video presenting a map, a working map, a navigable map, a model, a scientific model, and measurements of your flat Earth. Go ahead. You got, I'll give you a minute. Shouldn't take you that long, right? Right? Go ahead. I'll wait. I'm waiting. Got about 30 seconds left. Measured doesn't mean calculated. There are no first first measurements. It's all calculated. Every measurement is calculated, stupid. Every measurement is calculated. About 15 seconds. Chop, chop, boy. Nothing? Seriously, nothing? Oh, here, let's go to your channel. It's where are we at here? Oops. So let's go to your channel. Let's see. Joined August 17th, 2024. And yeah, you got nothing on your channel, dude. So you just came over here wasting our time. Right? Came over wasting our time when you got nothing. Right? What a waste of DNA. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later. Be seeing you.